What's going down, comic bookie fans? This is Mike from the podcast, and this is another episode of Batcave Minutes, number 17. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. It is Tuesday, so it's barely, it's Monday, oh my god. I'm losing track of the days as the days go by. But had a wonderful time with the interview with Casey Pratt last week on Wednesday, so please, and the episode was released on Saturday, so if you're watching this video on YouTube and you haven't checked out episode 106 or the previous 105 episodes, please go on wherever you download podcasts and download them. But what's happening? So on Saturday, we did one of the first things as far as going out, post-COVID. I took, it was me, my wife, my daughter, my son, and my parents. We went to the zoo. It was an amazing experience. I hadn't been to the zoo in probably over a decade. It was like one of those field trip things you do in junior high or elementary school or whatever. But just those things like the zoo and Disneyland and everything, you kind of live vicariously through your kids now. It was an amazing thing, and then she still remembers what her favorite thing is. Because, you figure she's 3, so she's like, oh, what's your favorite thing? The lion. And then the next day, oh, what's your favorite thing? The giraffe. What's your favorite thing? The churro, or whatever we ate at the zoo. But no, her favorite thing is that when we were taking a little break, we sat at some benches and she went off with my parents and she checked out the giraffes and stuff, and that was her favorite part. So for 3 days in a row, that's been her favorite part, the giraffes with Grammy and Grampy and everything. So yeah, a really amazing time. The gondola was the new gondola, I guess, because they still had the old one from, don't know when they started using the new one, but it felt a lot safer and a lot more sturdy than the old one. But yeah, the zoo in Oakland, it's like $24 for an adult, and I think it's free, or no, what was it? Like $10 for a kid, like under 12 or whatever, and then of course the baby was free. Parking is cheap too, like $10, and it was like an all-day thing. We got to do everything. We got there right when they opened up at 10, and we got to do everything, and we left by 2. So even though we had to drive home here to Tracy, we were home by dinner time, and we had a fun-filled day out in the nice weather. It was really nice. It was like 50s or low 60s, but it felt really nice to be in the sun. So on to the actual content of the podcast. Sports, there's not much to say. Other than what I just witnessed right now, an ass whooping by the Baylor Bears over the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The Gonzaga Bulldogs do not complete the perfect season, do not go undefeated. Plenty more to talk about that, of course, on Wednesday when we go live on YouTube and Twitch for episode 107, which we will have another host, Alex, the owner of our gracious sponsor, Treasure Island Comics in Fremont, California, is going to be joining us for his quarterly interview and discussion about all things comic books and the industry that is, and of course sports. But we're going to talk more about it. But the Baylor Bears, they put a whooping on them. They were dominant offensively and defensively, both sides of the ball. And in Gonzaga, they just looked like they weren't ready to play. They look like Mark, like we were all texting and stuff, and Mark said, I would have rather had UCLA play. It might have been the same result, but at least UCLA would have probably looked like they wanted to be there or they were ready for the game and stuff. So, yeah, just a crazy game, but congrats to the Baylor Bears. I don't know if they've ever won one. I didn't look up the stat. They probably had it flashing up there, numerous times, but I just forgot to look at it. What else, man? The baseball season has started. My Oakland Athletics suck ass. They took it in the chin, and all 4 games at home against the Astros to start the season. And right now, I think they're losing 9-0 to the Dodgers. So they're on pace to win 0 games out of 162. The season is going splendidly so far. But yeah, a couple guys have been doing good. Stanton just hit his first home run. What's his name? Crap. I'm going to kill myself for it. The dude, he just went to Minnesota. He hit 2 home runs today. Nelson Cruz, I believe. I think so. If he's not the one who, Nelson Cruz. I think he just went to Minnesota and he hit 2 bombs today. So, the season's not for the A's, but it's cool that my YouTube TV gave me the whole weekend of the MLB TV. So literally after FS1, FS2, you get to each individual team, like Atlanta, Baltimore, Anaheim, blah, blah, blah. And you get to see all of their individual broadcasts of the whole games, the whole first weekend of the season. So that was pretty cool. And then 2 things I wanted to talk about. It was Like the whole Michael Rapaport and Kevin Durant, like, what is that? Like, I used to listen to, before he went to Luminary, I listened to the I Am Rapaport podcast, like, religiously. Like, the 2 or 3 times a week he did it. He's funny. He has the sick Fs of the week, and he has all the cool segments and stuff. He's just a crap talker. But yeah, I mean, I guess when push comes to shove sometimes and someone gives it to him right back, he's kind of soft, you know. He had the whole thing with the defamation case with Barstool Sports that he ended up losing and everything. And then, of course, he gets into this thing with Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant, man, dude, grow up. I don't. Kevin Durant's never going to see this video. I don't even give a crap if he sees this video. But dude, grow up, bro. Find a hobby. Stop making these fake Twitter accounts to say some stuff back to your haters. Like, you know that they're haters, right? You're going to have haters. You're arguably like a top 25 player all time in the NBA. Like, you know that people are going to come at you. So, like, the fact that he entertains it, and he entertained it to that degree, oh my God! Dropping the C word and dropping the P words, bringing up his wife and everything, like, it just escalated way too much. And speaking of escalation, I just saw that Paul Pierce got fired from ESPN for having a little partay over the weekend on Instagram Live. Now, if you weren't working for ESPN, if he was just a regular, I'm just a retired NBA player with some money and stuff. I mean, I think he's married though, so that's wrong. That goes without saying. That's wrong. But yeah, just to be probably drunk, and I think he was smoking too, so drunk, high, and he's got strippers in like a hotel or whatever he's doing. Dude, you're a moron. I mean, again, just like Kevin Durant, I don't think Paul Pierce is going to ever see this video, and I don't give a damn if he ever sees this video, but you're an idiot. Like, you represent Disney, you represent ESPN, like ABC, you represent all the people who give you money, who give you a weekly or monthly or bi-monthly paycheck or whatever the hell you make. Probably still make pretty damn good money, and you're not even good at what you do right now. You're hell of annoying, and you need to get fired one way or another. But hey, you know what? If this is it, he went freaking George Costanza, and he thought of one of the coolest ways, one of the most badass ways to go out and just to have freaking these chicks booty shaking and throwing dollars on him and stuff. So yeah, you're a moron. You deserve to be fired, not only for that, but because of your performance on ESPN. Like, you're trash. So yeah, good riddance. So that's the night of the last couple of days in sports. So I have 3 books to go ahead and preview. 3 books. Only 2 publishers and only 2 writers as well. So hear me out. Let me go ahead and put down my green tea. Actually, you know what? Let me take a little sip. This green tea, by the way, I've been doing this now for like a month. Ever since right after episode 100, like, I've been drinking this green tea. It's got like the matcha green with turmeric, and I have one that's like a throat coat tea too. So when I talk for 3 hours or on these videos, I don't sound all raspy and stuff. But it's besides no coffees, no energy drinks and stuff. It's good stuff. I mean, I still have my coffee in the morning to wake my ass up, but that stuff's pretty good. So here we go. So in order of probably of how I like them. So again, man, I can't get enough of this story. So Image, I'm not going to go too far into it because we're going to get into a comic book discussion, but I just wanted to preview this. So James Tynion, one of our favorite writers right now, he does Image, he does DC, he does his own creator-owned stories as well, these horror stories called Razor Blades. But the Department of Truth, just an amazing story of like kind of Illuminati. Are there aliens? Are there not aliens? And there's 2 different factions. I kind of talked about this on episode 105, how there's the Department of Truth, a government. Can I ever say it correctly? The Department of Truth, run by Lee Harvey Oswald. Surprisingly enough, he's not dead. But they're trying to pretty much shut down this like black hat faction who's trying to get out all these different conspiracy theories as far as who killed, John F. Kennedy. Was Obama really born in the United States? Is there an ice wall? Is the Earth flat and stuff? It's just an amazing kind of conspiracy. If you're into that kind of stuff, espionage, spy, conspiracy theory stories, the Department of Truth from Image Comics. This is only issue 7, so I'm sure you can somewhere get the other 6, including this one, but amazing. Strange Adventures. These are 2 from Tom King. So Strange Adventures and Batman, Catwoman, amazing stories. So just the going back and like, I love Tom King's writing because he does a lot of like Tarantinoing, as we call it. He goes back and forth from like the present to like the past to the future, and then he brings it all together in these stories. He's an amazing writer. Mitch Gerards, who hey, if you're watching this video, I messaged you on Twitter to come on the podcast. You liked the damn tweet, but you didn't do anything after that. So come on, jump on. Clay Mann and Tomeo Mori are on Batman, Catwoman. I'm sorry, Evan Shaner is also on Strange Adventures. But these stories are amazing. Adam Strange is being persecuted for like war crimes and everything, and possibly a murder on Earth 1 as well. And Batman, Catwoman, right here. Batman and Catwoman's daughter is investigating the murder of the Joker, possibly by her own mother. So she's kind of digging where she shouldn't be, and then they go back and forth with the relationship of Batman and Catwoman back in kind of R. So this one's basically like the present and then the future, and then of course Strange Adventures is going from the present to the past. So that's pretty much it. So go get those books. We'll talk more about Godzilla vs. King Kong, because I did watch it. Hopefully Mark and Alex watched it, as well as myself and Sean. Good things to say, bad things to say, so all of that encompassing. So go and get your books, go and watch those sports. Please comment below if there's any other content that you'd like to talk about, in these videos between Batcave Minutes, Powers Hour, and After Dark with Mark. But yeah. Hope you guys can join us on YouTube or Twitch this Wednesday. So by the time you see this video, it'll be like the day of, because I think I edit this on Tuesday, get it out on Wednesday. So yeah, so if you're watching this right now on Wednesday, please tonight, I'm reminding you, go watch us on YouTube. We're going to have Alex from Treasure Island Comics in Fremont on the show to talk sports and comics. So yeah, this is Mike. This is Batcave Minutes. And enjoy the sports, enjoy the comics, enjoy each other. Peace the hell out. Hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.